A lot of kind of talk shows where there will be one voice within that show who you know what they're going to say before they say it, right? Like you just
Yeah,
automatically know their position by default, right?
definitely. I mean, pretty much any American major news network that I turn on Fox, I know what they're going to say.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
turn on CNN, I know what they're going to say. It's not
Mm.
like CNN one day is going to say, you know what, Trump is great, and Fox is one day going to say, Trump is terrible. I
Yeah.
know what you're going to say.
Mm.
And not even like a moderately like, you know what, this one thing he did not bad, all
Yeah,
right, like
no,
not even they
no.
won't give him an inch.
Or this
Yeah,
one thing
or
he
vice
did is
versa.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
which is so poisonous
It is.
and terrible. Like,
Well,
man.
and I think most people exist relatively within the middle, maybe 1 degree or two this way or that way, which is fine, but you're not that different, right? And then,
No.
but those guys' money is made being in the fringes, right? Because it's I don't know, it's
Yeah, being
more
a
polarizing.
rationalist, man, like there's no fucking money in it.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing, and that's what if I want to do any sort of like revolutionary cause or whatever with what I do, it's to bring that back because I think we desperately need it.
We do.
A lot of people are probably alienated by what they see because they want to eliminate the middle ground.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It doesn't even have to be us versus them. Maybe you don't care. Maybe you're not involved.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
or maybe you think both of them do some okay things, and like at the end of the day, I think nobody's wrong. I'll drop my philosophy on politics that I just thought of the other day. It's that people with opposing political beliefs have more in common than they have apart, because at the end of the day, their political beliefs, mostly are comprised that they want the best for their country and the best for their family.
Hmm.
We all see that differently based on how we're raised, where we're raised, who raised us, whatever. But I can't tell someone they're wrong because they want the best for their family and their country. They just see it differently than I do. Different isn't wrong. So I think that we have more in common in that regard. Everybody, when you're really passionate on one side or the other, your passion is because you want the best. It's really the same feeling.
Yeah.
It's just directed in a different direction. So
And
it
if-
trips me out.
Yeah, well, if you could open a conversation about it too, but people are so like, fingers in the ear.
Yep.
Don't want to hear what anybody else says
Saying
about
la, la,
anything.
la.
Exactly. So if you could open up that conversation and have that that dialogue, but that's the unfortunate part is that you have the screaming on the very far fringes, and then if you're ever so slightly this direction or ever so slightly this direction, you're just afraid that everybody on the side is going to just, go at your throat.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
damn. Yeah, no, I like that. I mean, yeah, I think most people are just relatively normal and want to get by, and it's you don't think X because you're a terrible person. You think X because you think that's the good idea and will help you and your family and your community, etc. Right? Like it's
Exactly.
and this is the big thing is a lot of people like a lot of our thoughts and stuff are, like you said, very subjective to where we come from, who we know, etc. Right? So you have to step back and think to yourself, like, there's a good chance if I lived that person's life, I would have their point of view, and if they lived my life,
Exactly.
they would have my point of view. Like, we humans are very susceptible creatures to our surroundings, right? Like, it's
100%.
and at the end of that, we are all human, right? Like, it's yeah,
Yeah, it's just something to think about. Like, I'm not saying I'm pro or anti anything, but just to use an example, people who are very pro gun in America, for example, like 90% of those people probably, maybe more, they aren't pro gun because they want to run around and shoot people. They're mostly pro gun because they want to defend themselves and or their family, and they think defending themselves and or their family makes it a better country. So it's like I'm just not into demonizing people, and like and same with like the far left, like the people who are out in the streets protesting. Like, go protest if you feel that way, get it. I want to know, but don't. It's not that the other person's wrong though.
yeah.
They're no more wrong than you are or I am.
In this moment right now, but
That's it. Like,
yeah. Well, it almost is truth objective, or is everything just kind of whatever,
everything's pretty much subjective. Like,
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
people pretty much have their truth, and a lot of people don't want to admit it, but a lot of people just see things through their lens.
Yeah,
And
yeah, exactly, right?
that makes sense.
If you could instill the more, asking questions into people, because I feel like that's something that's being lost.
Yeah.
The people that ask those questions, that's really the people you want to surround yourself with, I think,
Mm-hmm.
because those are the people that are, they're saying, why is it like this?
Mm-hmm.
And then why is it like this on the other side?
Yeah.
And then seeing both sides. It's all perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's so sad that we're so blinded by this. We have to be part of the team, right? And if our team scores a goal, we got to cheer.
Yeah.
And if our team loses, we
Yeah.
gotta
Yeah.
be sad, right?
All together.
So, yeah. So it's almost replacing that. It gives people that tribalism,
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. It is like a tribal thing because
Mhm.
people, they have a desire to be with their people. Like,
Yeah.
where are my people? And,
Right.
And you see people gathering and oh, we're all wearing this same shirt or we're all holding the same sign. And it's like they get a sense, but then you get blinded to the fact that, well, maybe this party did this, or maybe this person in the party, you don't agree with this part. But, well, we're not going to look at that because this is my people. It's like an NHL game, but better because we all agree. And again, that is not good.
No, the people that are, militantly for Trump and don't see that there's some issues there, they're the same as the people that are like, Trump has done no good in his entire life, ever.
I mean, it's absurd. It's like saying any person has done nothing good. Or, I mean, I'm pretty sure most people, if not everybody, has done something good at some point in their life. I mean,
You would hope so.
yeah, and
Yeah.
something bad.
Yeah.
I think that the most amazing nun or priest or whatever has done something bad, and at the end of the day, it is what it is. And I'm not here to judge who's good and who's bad. I guess it is all subjective.
Hmm. To be up on that pedestal, though, that would be pretty. That'd be pretty difficult because
Yeah.
you're just under the microscope for everything, right?
Oh my God! I mean, it's insane. I guess the main thing people should remember is just there's issues, there's positives and negatives with every administration. I don't even want to say president
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
people get so distracted by the president. Think about all the people behind him making these decisions. It's not really as much about who the president even is or what they're saying at X speech or at X moment.
Mhm.
It's, to me at least, more about what's really going on and like what each of those people stand for. So, but again, how can you not be distracted when the people distracting you have the power and the money?
Mhm.
They
Yeah,
have the TV
and they're good at it.
stations. No, I mean, it's fun. It's great. What did he say today? What did Biden say today? It's the best show in the world,
Mhm.
and it's a business. So I get it.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, yeah, you can't totally blame them for trying to make money. And if they're a dying medium, then they have to be more outrageous to make money, right? Like
Yeah.
I don't know. You gotta game recognizes game sometimes, I guess, right? But like would there ever be a day in this CNN's or Fox's world where like, you know what? They fixed it all. No more complaining.
Yeah.
We've done our job, guys. Right? Like,
No.
Definitely not that. I mean, could there be a day where maybe being more middle ground is on the air if that becomes profitable?
Hmm.
I don't think
True.
they care what it is. I think they just care if it's profitable.
Mhm.
And I also don't think they care who the person is. I think that anybody who is against X establishment, the people with money against the people in that establishment with the money are going to be against you. Why would they not be?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it doesn't matter really who the person is. It's just kind of more what they stand for that'll get them attacked or not. So
I just had a very sudden realization though,
Yeah.
and it's the people that in the middle, they don't care. So
Mhm.
so if you want to monetize something to a person that doesn't give a fuck, it's pretty difficult, right?
yeah.
But if you do it on either side of that spectrum, those are the people that care the most, right? So
shit.
That's a good point. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of like some atheists. Like I feel like some atheists just they don't care, and
Yeah.
then there's like the atheists who read books on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like at that point, it's like you're in a religion. Like
They're an atheist preacher.
yeah. You're preaching about how you don't believe in preaching now.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
It would be the antithesis, the guy on the corner of White Ave
Oh.
going on about Jesus. Someone set up shop across the corner talking about atheism and how
Yeah.
much he needed that.
just
and they
shout
just
at each
shout at
other.
each other.